Okay, let's be honest. We've all used one. I mean, we probably all rely on one almost daily. But how many of us have actually stopped to think about what's happening inside that mysterious box that heats our leftovers in just a couple of minutes? Well, let's dive in.
Right? It's a fantastic question when you really think about it. There's no fire, no glowing red-hot coil like you see in a toaster. You just pop your food in, hit a few buttons, and a minute later, beep, hot food. It really does feel like some kind of sorcery, but I promise you, the real science is way, way cooler.
So what is the secret? Well, it turns out the answer isn't really about the oven itself. It's about one very specific, very common ingredient that's hiding inside almost everything we eat. You see, a microwave isn't just blasting your food with a bunch of random heat. Nope, it's actually super specific. It's sending out these invisible waves that are designed to find and interact with one particular molecule. And that molecule is water. It's kind of amazing when you see it laid out like this, but pretty much everything we eat is packed with water. That slice of pizza, a few florets of broccoli, and obviously a bowl of soup, they're all mostly made of H2O. And that is the secret ingredient the microwave is looking for. Okay, so we know the target is water, but how does that actually create heat? This is where things get really fun. It's not about boiling the water in the traditional sense. It's about making it move. So welcome everyone to the great molecular dance. So what exactly are microwaves? Just think of them as billions of tiny invisible bouncy balls. They're a type of energy that can pass right through stuff like glass, most plastics, and ceramic. But when one of those little bouncy balls hits a water molecule, well, that's when the party really gets started. So here's the play-by-play. Inside your microwave, there's a thing called a magnetron. That's what creates all those microwave bouncy balls. The waves then flood the oven, go straight into your food, and start looking for those water molecules. When they find them, they make them wiggle and spin around at an incredible speed. And all of that frantic dancing creates friction, and as we know, friction creates heat. And this is the whole reason it's so ridiculously fast. Your regular oven has to heat up all the air around your food, and that heat slowly cooks it from the outside in. But a microwave, it just skips that whole middle step. It goes straight for the water molecules inside the food, essentially cooking it from the inside out. It's just a way more direct and way, way faster process. Now, knowing that this is all just a big molecular dance party actually helps explain all the rules for using a microwave safely, and why there are some things you should absolutely, positively never put inside. First things first, safety. That metal box and the mesh screen on the door are there for a very important reason. They act like a Faraday cage, trapping all those bouncy balls inside and making sure the energy stays where it's supposed to. The party stays in the box. So who's actually invited to this dance party? Well, glass, ceramic, and microwave-safe plastics are the perfect guests. The microwaves pass right through them to get to the food. But metal is the ultimate party crasher. The waves bounce off it like crazy, which can cause sparks, a little light show, and can seriously damage your oven. So yeah, no forks, no spoons, and definitely no aluminum foil. Keep the party crashers out. Now that we've got the science down, you'd probably think this whole thing was a brilliant, planned-out invention to change kitchens forever, right? Well, the truth is actually a lot sweeter, and frankly, it was a complete and total accident. Now, I'm serious. One of the most common kitchen appliances on the entire planet only exists because of a little bit of luck, a sharp-eyed scientist, and a very conveniently placed snack. So here's the story. Back during World War II, an engineer named Percy Spencer was working with radar equipment, which, you guessed it, uses microwaves. One day, while he was standing in front of an active radar machine, he reached into his pocket and realized the chocolate bar he had in there had turned into a melted, gooey mess. He immediately put two and two together, realized the microwaves were doing the heating, and bam! The idea for the microwave oven was born. So let's do a quick recap of the magic. Microwaves are just waves that make water molecules dance like crazy to create heat. The magnetron is the gizmo that makes the waves. Metal is the party crasher you never invite. And the amazing speed? That all comes from heating the food directly from the inside out. Pretty simple, right? So you see, it's not really magic at all. It's just physics. It's the physics of a tiny little disco happening right there in your leftovers. The next time you hear that beep, just remember you're the DJ starting an incredible, invisible dance party for your food.